What's going on, everybody? This is Joe from BMT. I actually think I wanted to do this video, and I was putting off on it for a minute, but I came around and I said I was going to get it done. So, with no further ado, here I am. There was a question I was asked from a female, and she brought up a topic. She brought up the point of why do black men? Could you stop calling other black men simps that agree with women? And I read it, you know what I'm saying? She asked the question and I was like, okay, so that's a fair question to ask. Why do y'all call black men simps that agree with women? Now, I don't like to have questions go unanswered. Why? Because she was curious. If you know what a simp, I don't want to just give you my definition. I'd rather give you the actual definition. Hang on. There we go. Here, I want to pull it up for you. I like to be a little formal. Simp, a silly or foolish person. The reason why they get that, and I'm not going to go to the Urban Dictionary. I'd rather give you the straightforward dictionary of why that we call men that agree with women in the black community simps. Because as of late, black men's patriarchy in the black community has waned to fallen to the all-time low. We don't have the leaders as we used to. We don't have the men moving forward in productivity as we should. One thing, a question was asked from a friend of mine named David. He was like, why is it that a man is valued for why is a man predominantly valued for his productivity? Because a man that valued for productivity means that he is producing. That means he is contributing. That means he's actually giving something back rather than just having to be carried or shouldered or, just, eating off of other people's. He's actually contributing. He's worth something. And what that's saying is we're having what's going on, BK? What's that saying is that for a while now, especially in the black community, the productivity of black men has been at an all-time low. And what has happened is that we have had it whereas to women have been able to take the course and lead. Now, I'm not going to go down the ladder of why that has happened. That's for another topic, for another show. But in the ladder of that, the women that have been taking control have not really bear productive fruit. When a young man has no type of unruly behavior, destruction, done things that are against society and are for betterment of power and advancement, we view that person as something that should be kicked out of the community. What has tend to happen is the exact opposite. Men that do not condone this type of behavior, this action, the stuff going on in our community, who wish that men could get back to the top of the household and pretty much back in the community at leadership positions. They, on the opposite, have either been pushed out or shunned, bashed, killed. A lot of different egregious things have happened. And you can't get mad because black men have started to go to, what's going on, Christy? They started to go to different people such as white women, Hispanics, and different other people outside of the black community, outside of the black populace. Now, when that starts to happen, because a man is looking for some type of dominatory power, and because he cannot get that at his own home, the women tend to take control. Now the black community is in a matriarchy. However, the matriarchy, and you can honestly ask black women, some of them will at least have the dignity to tell you that the black community is not what it used to be. It is very fallen short. Actually, everybody knows it. Why you think that a lot of people say, "Oh, those black people don't know any better," or they gotta do what they gotta do to survive. But you see, this woman, that we have that is in power, one thing has fallen short with the queen. But I noticed that they call the black woman queen, and in calling her queen, the queen cannot be told or be given any type of kind of accountability. I'm gonna really tell you the truth. She cannot be given any type of accountability because the queen can't do no wrong. If you look at most royalty, whenever they're out doing their business, killing and different other types of ludicrous types of behavior, you cannot really say anything to them because as long as they were in the sight of God, in the sight of their government, you can't touch them. But what said to start to happen was her offspring, those who stayed in the kingdom, those who stayed in the black community, they started to condone the wrongdoings of these people, of the negativities of our community, of the reason why we're falling back, rather than us face up and say, "Yo, we're the reason why we're falling short." They said it was the white man's only. It is his problem that he needs to own it to. And I'm not going to say he does not have his fair share of issues that he has to answer to. Yes, I do not deny that. I will not say that white supremacy has not had its share of damages that it has done to the black community. I would never not say that. However, nothing has hurt the black man more than his black woman turning her back against him. And so much so, what's even worse is that there are men who agree with the misguided behaviors that she puts out. You'll see some women who say, "I don't need a man to raise a boy." You'll see talking points where the man gets pushed to the wayside, even when it comes down to politics. And what has that done? Because now we understand that the rights of a black man have severely been stripped, weakened, fallen short. And then for those of us who have spoken out or said something or had made some type of remarks or shows or podcasts or anything, they tend to get attacked and belittled. And you'll hear men tell other men that, "Hey, leave her alone. She's doing what she got to do. Understand this, that the strongest thing in the black community is the black woman." You see, they'll start throwing out talking points that undercut that of what hardworking black men have done, that will dissolve the femininity of black women who want a black man to be subservient to. And what happens is a lot of these brothers who make these talking points don't necessarily have a lot going on for them. It's just one thing about it that we really anger us a lot, especially about black men. You'll have a brother who is speaking up and saying black women this, or they're the queens and gods, and they're the birth of civilization. But then you'll ask them like, "Well, where are you in this? Where do you lie in this food chain? How do you stand out?" Because honestly, as much as you raise her up, why are you not being raised vice versa? Because understand this, the simp does not mind being under the matriarchy. The simp does not mind being belittled, having his young men thrown in jail or killed or incarcerated. The simp is not trying to clean up the black community because he believes that the only reason why it is what it is because of white people. He believes the only reason we can't get businesses is because of white people, not that Indian dude who's running the business and being consistent. See, the consistency and also the accountability do not weigh when it comes to talking about these type of things, especially with some of these type of people. That's why black men strongly dislike simps, because if you try to check this woman and say, listen, what you're doing is wrong. It is setting us back. A simp has no qualms whether he knows the situation or not, and he will step in. He will step in. Y'all gotta understand, the accountability in the black community has sadly waned. You can look at i.e. Will Smith. Once looked up and was very impressive, was a very impressive man. Not to say he doesn't have finances, because there are simps that are in positions of power and platform, but their lifestyle of being a man in their household does not match up. We've all watched the way how Jada Smith has checked him. We've all watched how Tina Knowles has checked her man in broad day. See, the thing about it is, a simp has no type of backbone to speak up for himself, let alone the wrongdoings of that he's just been felt. He won't say anything. You see, this is why they are more easily mass produced in the black community than a man. Black men don't look to simps as equals of men. They don't. Go ask any black man, do you respect the simp? They will say, no, I do not. Because his dignity of being a man and speaking up for his own truth, that gets lost. Him having some type of dignity to see women like a man who has some type of backbone and order. You won't get that from a simp. When Charlemagne the God on the radio says that he cannot control his child, that the mother has to come in and pinch her to set her straight, what that told me was, you're no more than a simp. Because you cannot correctively critique your child. And there are some women who literally tell their men that if you try to check your child, you're out the door. There are some women that if you try to tell them about the wrongdoings of them in a relationship, they will leave you. They will threaten you. Listen, you tell me what to do as if you're my daddy or you're my mama, I will leave you. Honestly, you should have no problem saying, well, bye. You see, there's a reason why TLC was singing a song, I want a man, I want a man, I want a mighty good man. See, the thing about it was the age of simps was on the rise, where men were being boys rather than men. And what started to happen was the shortage of good men in the black community started to seriously start to wane. This is why now, for some black men to truly get to shine as men, they leave the black community. Because what's going on is to critique of what it means to be a man, especially a black man in the black community, is starting to become lost in translation. Where if one man stands up for his belief and steps on his own faith of being a man, he gets judged, shunned, exiled. You got to ask yourself, is it worth being a black man in the black community? I one day wanted to do a topic about that, because you got to see, that's a serious question to ask. It's hard for a woman to want to be submissive to a man nowadays, because she gets judged by her own women in the society. Because why are you being submissive? Why are you listening to him? Why he got you like a slave? How do you accuse her of being a slave when she has a full man who goes out and serves and works and busts his ass to bring home money for her? It sounds like she has a pretty critique job to do. But see, understand this. That is the talking points of the simp manufacturer, because they understand that the woman cannot be under the man. This is why you see a lot of talking points where you see women now saying that, listen, I want to share equal power that of the man. You see, when it comes to making agreements and talking about different talking points, I have no problem doing that with Melissa. But Melissa understands this. At the end of the day, the final call in the household goes to me. The one who stands tall, whether it be danger, hell, or high waters, it will come to me. You see, you gotta understand, black men are on a war in so many different fronts. This is why it's hard to take back the black community, because men have so far, especially black men, have been pushed out of their community. The hollow shells of simps, like you see, like Kaepernick and everyone. And I'm gonna tell you why I call Kaepernick a simp. I can name a whole slew of them. Will Smith, simp. Kaepernick, simp. Jay-Z, simp. Well, I'll take that back. Jay-Z's not a simp. He got money. So if you really want to leave his woman like that, and honestly, no, I'm leaving Kaepernick as a simp. Will Smith, definitely a simp. But these are the men that get talking points. These are the men that society has no problem when they get bitched out and made into punks. These are the men that can't even check their own children. These are the men that are now giving say-so in the black community that, if let me be for real. The simps that are in the community, why have they not been able to get boys in line? Ask most black men who left the black community, why are they so successful? I mean, we can't lie about that, because majority of black men who get out the black community and take their family out, it's a whole different brand of rules. Whole different brand of rules. That foolishness and fuckery does not work out there in Publix. That run around barefoot and wearing troll doll hair and all that stupid shit, you can't do that at H&R. You can't, see, you got to have some type of accountability. But see, the problem is that black men have against the simps in the community is that there is no type of accountability. There is no talking back to your oppressor. I'm not going to front. Black women have at least about 75% of the power in the black community. That's why they have shows like Black Girls Rock, BET, Wendy Williams, the Braxtons. Show me a show that is predominantly black men being successful, doing things that are making them lucrative money. You'll never find a show like that. But I can tell you 5 shows of black women have money, and they're like the most ratchet bitches you'll see in the world. And notice this, when you look at those shows, watch the men. Watch how the men can't keep their women from fighting. Mind you, y'all make millions of dollars. I wish to God Melissa would do something stupid like that in public. I would snatch her ass the fuck up. Some of y'all can get triggered. Did he see? I'm a man in my household. I will snatch my woman the fuck up if she was acting out, because she would not embarrass me or my household or us. You see, a simp will allow his woman to act a fool and does not care about the repercussions, because that entails him where he stands as a man. A simp does not check his wife when she wants to be, obscene in public. Stephen Curry checked his wife the minute she started tweeting, saying reckless shit. See, a man does not allow his woman to get into fights with ratchet bitches. Get out the pen. Get out the pen with the pigs. That's a man's job. A man's job is to protect his woman and his family from the fuckery and the bullshit. Simps can't do that. All they can do is be yes men. You see, the thing about it is, this is why most of Me Too can't do shit in the white community. Just think about that. Me Too can't do shit in the white community. Why? Because men still run that shit. Me Too can't do shit in the Arab community. Why? But men still run that shit. Just think about it. But Me Too can fuck up the black community very easily. Feminism can fuck up the black community. Feminism can't fuck up the white community, because they're like, they ain't shit for you to really fuck up. I mean, you can go over there and do that stupid shit over there, but I mean, honestly, you don't have no really say so. You really don't. I know you'll be back to me tonight. Come pick up your paycheck. You don't see no Me Too in the Arab country, and they don't play that shit with their women. Think just look at that. Me Too cannot do shit in the Arab community with their women that have like 99 rules, and they dare them to speak out. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to say about, well, that's because those men. No, because one thing you'll never catch an Islamic woman hanging up in the face of other men that is not in the company of her man. You'll never catch that happening. Not on their, and that doesn't even have to be her husband. None of their men will allow their woman to get like that. And why? Because that's how protective they are. Say what you got to say about them, but shit is real. Yep. It sounds fucked up, but that's how the world is. They dare a man to step to their woman. And if she allows that without going to her husband, she's just as wrong. I got a question. Right now, they're going to be coming out with a movie called Pimps. I'm going to talk about that. There's so much imagery in there. There's so much imagery in there with a black woman. Keke Palmer's is playing a pimp. She's trying to act like a man. You see, they can only do this to you, black man. They know how to make you effeminate. Well, now they got the women playing like they're you. You got Keke Palmer running around with a white bitch and shit. And pretty much, pimping out shit, getting her ass shot at and stuff, and running around and all that crazy, dumb shit. Mind you, I don't know how they can't knock her ass out. She's only about 90 pounds. Fuck. She ain't that deadly. But this is how the world is revolving. It's so bad now, it's hard to get respect from our own children. You see, fathers that are in the home or men that are around certain children, they know how to act around a man that has some type of backbone. My children know yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am. I don't play that stuff. I don't play that game. Whether their mother and I agree, they don't get to play. Let's pick a side. You see, y'all see that as some type of tyrannical rule. I see that as order. That's how some of us grew up. You got to admit, back then in the day, there was some type of order that you knew that when daddy says something, you best have done it, or you're going to get your ass licked. Yeah, mama can whoop you behind, but if daddy just spoke, you knew there was business. The question that we got to ask now is that, can mama still make that boast? Because honestly, you know that as that boy gets older, there's only so much you can do to him. Why do you think Tupac's mama had to kick him out? Let's talk about it. Y'all get mad at these. Let me tell you something. A father teaches his daughter how to cordially conduct herself around a man. A father teaches his son how to be accountable around a woman. Because if so happens that woman were to try to put her hands on him, see, that man will automatically check in his mind his strength. I'm telling y'all something so real. The man checks in his mind about his strength. Just by grabbing her, she already knows that, whoa, let me come back to reality. This motherfucker ain't playing with me. Just the sight of his raising his voice or grabbing her. And y'all women can be like, well, shit, he should never put his hands on a woman. See, first of all, that's where you're wrong. But see, that's the feministic talking point. Why would you put your hands on a man? Whoopi Goldberg said that shit. Whoopi Goldberg said, I'm a woman. Why would I hit a man? that can clearly knock me out and kill me. Y'all got mad at Whoopi Goldberg for saying that shit. But Whoopi Goldberg grew up in the time. Y'all think that that shit in Color Purple was a game? She understood that, listen, that man ain't fucking around with you. You see, let me tell you something about these simps. These simps are very emotionally unattached. And if you push them the wrong way, they have a way of getting you back. See, a man, if it don't go his way, he just say, fuck it, I'm leaving you. That's how men work. Men don't like how the way the shit's going down. They get up and they just leave your ass. Yeah, you're right, Green. It's called discipline. But see, that simp don't got no type of discipline. That simp ain't going to say shit. That simp is going to snap off. Why you think y'all got, listen, y'all don't get it. A lot of these Ray Rays and Pookies are simps. And they got no problem fighting a woman like she's a grown man. Knocking y'all out, killing y'all. And then some of y'all say, well, that's love. No, baby, that's not no damn love. That's called what a simp is in its natural order. Green said it right. The discipline is not there. If a man loves you enough, he said, baby, I'm getting the fuck away from you because you're going to take me into a dark place I cannot come back from. And if it's getting that bad, we need to separate. See, that's a man. Some of y'all women, y'all best learn that shit. Say what the fuck y'all got to say. But feminism don't teach y'all that type of lesson about how a man can be. Some of y'all learn the hard way. I'm seeing women complain about a dog, the NFL player, that killed a woman. She threatened to destroy his livelihood. He took her life. That's what simps do. Y'all want to fuck around with these types of dudes. Y'all the ones who bring them in. I'm just saying. Oh, I know his name. Some guys, they praise him because men understand that, listen, there's a breaking point to every man. I ain't gonna give him no praise, but I understand this. It's a double-edged sword. You fuck with a man long enough. You see, those men that stayed in the black community that are trying to work with females, but then they're at a crossroad. And the men that are leaving, they look at them saying, like, listen, brother, get the fuck off that damn boat. Get the fuck on this raft and help us get to that damn island. So much so that now we have some black women, by the time they actually understand what a real man is, they're too old. The man that they wanted, he done found somebody else. Ray Ray and Pookie, he's still right there. And I mean, you can choose to have him. And let me tell you something that's so interesting about women who wife simps. They're miserable. Look at, I just noticed that most women who wife simps, they're miserable because there's no type of fire and energy of order and discipline in that type of matrimonial relationship. So the woman's like, I gotta go somewhere, and though it may be, see, let me tell you why sometimes let me tell you why the woman gets with those bad boys. Because she knows that she can't check that nigga. He's that uncontrollable fire. He's that motherfucker that ain't gonna play that shit. So why some of y'all guys want to be all nice and, you know what I'm saying, kiss ass to that girl and, oh, come on, baby, you know what? I want it now. Okay, sure, here you go. She go to that bad boy. Hey, I want to shut the fuck up. I said no, damn it. Huh? Oh, okay. Say I'm wrong if you want, but I'm seeing a lot of women, especially in the black community or women in general, are getting with these guys who ain't shit dude who Don't give a fuck about be called ain't shit, because one thing they will say about that woman is, well, I know I ain't shit. So what they say about you? Now you can go ahead and clean the shit out my drawers. What's going on, JJ Redwood? Shout out to you, brother. Y'all can't get mad at black men, because understand this. This is why black men now are at that point where they like give zero fucks given. If you can't listen to me, then I don't need you. If you're not going to go and get on my team, see the quarterback. The quarterback makes the plays. Now, if the wide receiver says, "Listen, bro, I keep going that direction, I might need to, hook right." Okay, I'm fine. I'll work with you, brother. See, that's how you need to be, woman. I'm gonna tell y'all why a lot of y'all women cannot get the man that you want. See, you're fishing around with the simps. You're not looking for the capable brothers like the JJ Redwoods, the Green Machine, the BK. See, those brothers are no longer in the black community. They done left because they saw that there is no order and respect there. The Stevens understood that, listen, as long as I hang around these dudes, my voice is not going to be heard. And you see, for any black man, when there's too much chaos, there's no need for him to stay in some bullshit of a fucked up community that was left behind. Y'all talk about, oh, wait, we're doing good. We came up. Man, Michelle Obama bitched the fuck out of Obama on national TV. All of y'all women were clapping. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was great, Obama. I was like, damn. Ain't no way my woman will ever fucking check me on national TV. I promise you there'll be a national divorce. The fuck I look like. You gotta understand, at the end of the day, before I close my eyes, I will die a man. And men, as long as you know your self-respecting values as a man, that woman will respect you. And she does not, you do not need to give her no type of attention or energy. You see, when you start letting a woman walk over you, now, not to say that you don't have to hear what they have to say, but that's your woman. I'm not telling, never did I ever say you got to treat that woman like she's less than a human being, because that's your woman. She is a part of you. She's a representation of you. You treat her good, she will perform well for you. She will go above and beyond. Jay will tell you. Jay literally said on the show, listen, give me something to submit to. I got you. In other words, you got to be a provider. But see, the thing about it is simps haven't really been able to provide because this woman is not willing to give those type of men any type of power. Let me be for real. Simps really don't have no real type of power in the community with the black woman running it. Let me say that again. The most they can do is eat their ass out. Most they can do is give them $50 so that way they can go get their nails done. Most they can do is be their bitch. You got simps telling black men, why is it that you, let me tell you, let me show you how bad it is. Why is it that you're hearing men, black men, tell other black men who are successful in doing things, listen, help out the black community? First talking point. Hey, let's go to Africa and rebuild Africa. Wait, why do I want to go to Africa? I'm killing it here. Why do I need to go over there? Second talking point. Listen, the black woman is queen and God. We need to help our sisters. Hold on. Fuck. Why am I raising her as queen and God? If that's God, then I need to go serve the devil. Because honestly, there's something wrong with that God. I didn't make this shit. I was born in it. I watched the black community. I watched mothers who knew that their sons were doggone drug dealers. And you know what they did? Not one time did they ever call the police on their sons. Though that they know that their sons were selling dope to the community and killing and robbing and shooting, not one time did those women ever call the police on their sons. How many fathers are dead? How many daughters have been pimped? How many women have been raped? How many men have been killed? How many young boys have been ushered in under their rule? But not one time. See, black women, I don't understand you. For somebody who cares about these black men, why have you not given up those simp ass bitches that have been fucking up the black community for so damn long? You have yet given them up. Only time I see y'all get angry is when a white man shoots y'all. But y'all don't get angry when that simp ass bitch motherfucker shoots one of your own. See, that's the contradictory why a lot of black men get the fuck away from y'all. I mean, let's be for real. Ask any black man that is not living in the black community. And mind you, let's be for real. Most black men, when they do those records and they get their money and they get paid, first thing that they do, get the fuck out of the black community. I don't see white people having to do that. White people never have to move. I don't see white people rushing to move out the white community. But one thing is true about black people. As soon as they get some money, they get the fuck out of the black community. Why is that? Because they understand that if I'm going to survive this shit, I can't survive it here. They understand that if I want to defend my woman when I'm walking down the street, I got to understand that if I walk by the wrong simp ass men that have no respect for another brother, they will likely kill me. But see, they won't say shit to that white officer that's walking by himself. They won't check him. But see, they'll call me the sellout and the coon. They'll get mad at me that I tell a black woman to put some fucking clothes on. They'll get mad at me, but I tell a black boy to go to school rather than pick up a fucking gun. But see, I'm the fucking sellout. This is why black men hate fucking simps. And this is why you can never change any black man's heart, mind, or soul to ever want to really fuck with a simp. Because we know, damn it, just like the doggone sergeant said in a soldier story, the damage that one nigga can do to the black community is more detrimental than white supremacy. White supremacy didn't fuck us as bad as simps and this goddamn buffoonery that the black woman has co-signed with. You can't lie to me, but it's in the history books. You can't lie to me because it's been recorded. You can't lie to me, but white people talk about it. Hispanic people talk. Why do you think they got a fucking caravan of goddamn illegals coming up here? See, illegals already understand this, Ray Ray and Pookie. Let me tell y'all something. I'm getting fired up right now. Let me catch y'all before y'all go to the second sermon from, I know O'Shea or AN1 and all of them. I know they got to preach for you, but I want to catch y'all. I want y'all to get this real soon. The reason why those immigrants feeling so giddy about coming up here. See, they already know, listen, I can't go take that blue collar motherfucker's job. I can't touch him. But see, those communities that y'all been falling behind and paying the taxes, those doggone aid and government assistance shit that y'all been getting up on, that see those type of fuckery that y'all been co-signing, mind you, watch yourself, black women. I'm gonna tell you right now, those illegals are way worse than Ray Ray and Pookie and the Simps. They're gonna try to come after you first. Those illegals are gonna come after black women. They're gonna try to get with black women. They're gonna rape white women. They're pretty good at that. But they're gonna come for you, black woman. I seen them when they on their pickup trucks and they drive around drinking. They always come around the black community and fuck with blacks. But see, y'all don't clap at them. You'll clap at. I watched one time these dudes in a goddamn Honda chase the boy down the street, but he got straight A's. See, those illegals don't got no problem stepping in your hoods. They don't got no problem putting money together to move your black ass out. You worried about white people. White people ain't worried about you no more. Y'all got your own fucking problems. Y'all haven't even learned how to check that goddamn Ray Ray and Pookie yet. Y'all more concerned about fucking goddamn Cardi B's and fucking taking knees and shit. When y'all get the goddamn cock out your mouth about the fucking buffoonery that y'all been co-signing with, understand this. There's more problems going on. I mean, for real, man. I see y'all argue more about getting niggas out of prison than actually getting kids out of the goddamn system. I see women argue about fucking a goddamn nail shop or some colorism and shit. But see, I don't see y'all arguing about getting y'all daughters squared away about getting their asses in school. You see, the type of fuckery that y'all be co-signing with, it just be bothering me. It irritates the fuck out of me. But see, I don't have those problems over here anymore. This is why a lot of black men, see, they done took themselves out of the fucking game. But you get mad when you see them walking down the street with Becky. You get mad when you see them walking down the street with Roberta. And you say, why is he passing me up a black woman? Because you chose to stay in that black community and entertain Ray Ray and Pookie. So he says, fuck you. Because that's all I got for the goddamn 21 years. You goddamn right I'm fucking hurt. Because this is the reality that us as black men, we have to understand that our people are hurting and bleeding out. And at some point, we will most likely die off. Y'all got it now where white boys interact and they copy the worst of y'all. They don't copy the best of y'all. See, white trash is not trying to compete with the upper white society anymore. See, let me I gotta go. I gotta get at this really quick before I go to get my kids. White trash is not trying to compete with upper white society anymore. No. See, what they're trying to do, they're competing with Ray Ray and Pookie and Junebug. See, they know why they trying to compete with y'all. You know why they know it's easy to get into your communities? Because you done left the fucking front door open. You'll easily accept a motherfucker coming in there saying that we're the niggers of the world and talking about, oh, Weezers are oppressed. You see, that's why I don't understand you niggas, because y'all keep, now y'all throwing out this oppression shit. Anybody can say, listen, I've been oppressed. Can y'all fuck with me? I've been oppressed. My man won't give me a paycheck. Oh, come on in, brother. Y'all got gays jocking y'all movement. Y'all got white people jocking y'all movement. Y'all got trailer trash white people jocking movement. You got doggone rich white people jocking your movement. Everybody jocks the hood's movement, the black community. I'm gonna call it the hood. Y'all can't offend prosperous black people anymore. You can't offend us anymore. Call me a sellout. Good. That means I'm not part of you. Call me exiled. That's good. Call JJ a fucking coon. He don't give a fuck. Green don't care. Healthy don't care. No black man or woman gives a fuck that you call them a sellout anymore. What that tells them is, thank God I made it the fuck out. Thank God y'all don't fuck with me anymore. Good. That means when I do something, you won't be holding your hand up to me. But see, that's the funny thing about it. There's a reason why the black successful people are not trying to help the black community anymore. Very few. I mean, you can say Kanye, but honestly, Kanye's really good for doing that. Because honestly, y'all done called Kanye all kind of shit, and he already done donated $73,000 to a black woman to be mayor to fix fucking Chicago. But see, you black niggas done called him a fucking sellout and a fucking coon. But see, his ass is doing more than motherfucking T.I. Y'all didn't call Snoop Dogg shit. And this motherfucker was sucking off goddamn Martha Stewart, doing all that bufffuckery. But see, y'all so easy. The people who actually do shit, I don't know why they fuck with y'all. I really don't. I really don't. Y'all can tell me as much as y'all want. Oh, it's a white man turning us against each other. Man, you're full of shit. It is not the white man turning us against each other. White man ain't. Listen, y'all. All I wish I met this white man that hides in the shadows, and makes y'all supposedly do shit. Because it's white men that be signing y'all contracts when y'all go to work. I have yet seen a multi-million-dollar rock trucking business that trying to hire a lot of you fucked up guys. I don't see that. I'm waiting to see y'all open up a Walmart. I'm waiting to see y'all open up something. And y'all can honestly say, well, you know what? We're being black. Well, how do you explain LeBron James? How do you explain Will Smith? I'll wait. T.I. opened up a goddamn museum called Trap Museum. The same shit that's been setting us back. He opened up a memorial for something that makes us look like shit. But y'all say praise be T.I. Praise be Ray Ray and Pookie. Y'all pretty much gave them a shrine. Y'all talking about, I can't wait till I do my talk about why Pan-Africanism will never work for Black Americans. That's going to be coming up next. Later on this afternoon, I'm going to do a talk about why Pan-Africanism will not work for Black Americans. How can you talk about checking a woman in Africa when you can't get your own goddamn woman squared away here? You talking about the white man need to listen to you. You can't get your own children to listen to you. You talking about society injustices. Well, then bring justice to your own goddamn communities. Do right by the people who died on the pavement by turning in every piece of shit motherfucking man and bitch that has hurt a child, that has hurt a man and a woman. I've known women to literally beat the living daylights out of their daughters because their daughters were becoming more attractive than them and they felt threatened. And their boyfriends lay up in bed and won't say anything because they have no place to live or go. So they understand that I got to let this bitch do whatever the fuck she want to do, or she'll take it out on me. You see, those types of simps will never stand up and they'll never have any type of real authority. And because that we know that, we're told that we need to clean them up. I would say, fuck you. I owe you nothing. Y'all can't get mad at these women that don't want to fuck with you because she kept her fucking legs closed. See, a lot of simps get mad at that. Simps get mad at the bitch that they can't fuck with because they're out of their tax bracket. A lot of y'all get mad at the man that don't respect your woman because she never had respect for herself. Talk about it. But I'm going to stop right here. I'm going to let y'all think about that. Please like the video, share the video. We thank y'all for the feedback. We thank y'all for those who joined us in the chat. You guys, y'all encourage me to keep doing what I do and keep giving it to y'all. This is why Black men don't fuck with simps. It's very simple. But simps have done nothing more than made Black men look effeminate and weak and soft-spoken. So Black men have taken their hand of protection from the Black community. This is why you're hearing Black women say, Black men are out there protecting us. You damn right. The fuck I'm not going to protect you. But that Ray Ray and Pookie simp, that bitch that you have, that hollow shell of wannabe like me, he's there. As soon as he gets out of goddamn lockup, he'll probably protect you. But he's not trying to put his hands around your neck. And then you'll still take him back. Because you know that's the closest thing you'll get to me. Talk about it. All right, guys. This is Joe from BEMT 2 Unfiltered. Y'all take care. Peace.